Hello, one and all, and welcome to the latest installment of Ranting and Racing. This is the 10th one we've done. We have crossed the double digits, ladies and gentlemen, and we are flying away with this. Hello, Renee Yaworsky. Lovely to see you here. She is the executive producer of this show, and I am joined, as always, by my esteemed co-host, Landon Rock.
What's up?
Howdy, sir. Lovely to see you here. And we have one returning guest, and we have two brand new faces to add to the mix. So we welcome back, and someone is already doing the boogity thing, and we will get to that a little bit later. So we welcome back to the fold Jordan Teagues, painting designer extraordinaire. Hello, sir.
Hello.
And we have two brand new faces to add to the mix here. And these two new faces just happen to be not covering, but they were at the three races this weekend that ran at the world's fastest Paperclip at Martinsville, Virginia. So we will first bring up Cameron Tracy, also known as Conrail.
What's up?
Hello, sir. And one of my other racing friends that I have been on multiple trips with. He's a absolutely amazing individual, even if he will crank his phone all the way up and blast you out of bed in the morning during the trip. And Mike will tell that story. That was the Charlotte Roval 3 years ago. Mike Council is joining us for the first time from the great state of Maryland. Yes, sir.
What's up? What is up?
Mike's right now door dashing.
Making that money.
I'm right now on my last. All right, I'm going to cut you, John. I'm right now on my last order, so
all right.
I'll probably hop out and finish this order, and then I'll be back in.
All right, good deal. But we do have Mike here. We've got Cameron here. We've got obviously Landon, who's here every week, most weeks when his internet's cooperating, and Jordan. We've got Jordan. We've got Jordan, we've got Landon, we've got Cameron, and we've got Jonathan. So everything.
Whoa.
Shut up. What a crowd. So we had a slam-packed weekend of racing this week. We had all three of the National Touring Series at Martinsville Speedway in Virginia. Conrail was there for the first two of those events, and Mike, who will join us a little bit later, was there for the Cup event with our other friend, Jonathan, the other Jonathan of the trip. And we also had IndyCar with a pretty exciting event through the streets of Long Beach in California. So we will start at the top of things. We will start with the truck race at Martinsville. Typically slam bang affair for Martinsville. And what I want to start with is this. Haley Deegan, who I won't say she was fed to the wolves last year, but I think she'd had only one prior truck start, but she had she had two races. So she had the whole series last year, and then she's come back this year and is running better. But she had a couple of moments at Martinsville where, she's running better, and she ain't going to take getting tossed around. And in particular, she had skirmishes with Lawless Allen, by the way, best name in all of racing right there, Lawless Allen, and Johnny Sauter. So, gentlemen, about Deegan's skirmishes, what do you make of those?
Me personally, I will. So, like, say what you will about like hype up, if that's the right term, female drivers and whatnot. I love it, but I will not treat a driver differently because they are male, female, anything. But with that being said, I still loved seeing Haley go and hunt down Lawless Allen on pit road and give him a piece of her mind. That was awesome to see. I didn't see what happened. I remember seeing them. They were running like 16th or 17th on the white flag lap and wound up finishing like 19th and 20th. So obviously some contact must have been made. But I loved seeing her go after him right there. She's not afraid of shit. She's gonna go and get somebody if she's been wronged by him.
Yeah, and Conrail was actually at that race.
Yep.
When it all transpired. So he had a first-hand account of all that went down. So how did it look from your point of view, Conrail?
I'll do it after this. I was going to jump on my computer so I can use my camera.
Okay.
Microphone.
Good deal.
But she and Alan were going at it for at least 50 laps. Just trading the spot back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It was pretty entertaining to see. I don't think TV covered it, but
nope.
I guess that's the advantage of
that's
going on the
track.
She, I think it was like with 15 or so to go, she got shoved out of the groove and almost about smacked the wall.
Yeah.
And then had to hunt him back down the rear straightaway.
And then, well, the Sauter incident was before the Allen incident.
Johnny. Oh, Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny Sauter, who
to the computer.
Someone is asking in the comments, have any of us met Bubba Wallace? I have done that. And I've told this story on the podcast before. Bristol 28. Well, I'll cover the story after that. So Conrail is back, and he's on his PC now, so we can see him. So there he is.
Ignore the bed in the nightstand. They're a mess. Hold on.
I think he was fixing his hair there. So yes, Haley Deegan got into it with Sauter. And when Conrail gets everything situated, he will be able to tell us his point of view of it, because he was there for both the truck race and for the Xfinity race, which, oh my God, it made Bowman Gray look tame, if that is possible. It made Bowman Gray look tame.
All right, I'm back. I cleaned my nightstand off.
All right.
I'm not a fucking medical person, whatever. Those are just mostly empty.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they're all empty prescription bottles. So pay no mind.
So about the Deegan Sauter skirmish, what did you see? Well, you probably saw more than anything Fox could have got.
Yeah. So I was sitting for the truck race. I was sitting in the entrance to turn 1. So I didn't get a great look at that because it was in
was off the
turn 4 to straightaway 1.
Mm-hmm. No, it wasn't.
There wasn't really anything between them after that. It was more her and Alan.
Yeah, it's because when Johnny got her, Johnny just drove off. And
yeah, because that was really, really early into the race too.
Yeah,
I think it was
typical
like
Johnny Sauter things, just bullying through
people. Well, I mean, from what I saw on the replay, it looked just like he overdrove the corner into her.
They'd been racing hard, and then coming off the corner, Johnny just took a wide exit and put her up in the fence.
Well, I mean, it is also Martinsville. I mean,
yeah,
you're gonna drive like a chicken with your head cut off at certain points to race anyway. I think he was just doing it a little too early. But
that's just Jonathan Sauter.
And she had also started from the back.
Don't you ever say that again.
She also started from the back in that race because of qualifying being rained out, because she's
deep in points.
She's 33rd in owners' points right now.
Oh wow!
Just because he's had shit luck this year.
She had to qualify for COTA on speed.
Yeah, yeah. I think the 90, the 35, and one other truck. DNQ
47.
Yeah.
47.
No, the 47 didn't race. They didn't enter the 47.
Oh, they didn't enter?
Oh, they didn't enter?
That is a thing I want to mention. The guy that was in the 46 this weekend,
Matt Jask.
he was fucking wheeling that thing.
It was one of those.
I've never heard of him before, but I looked him up, and he's a Cars Series driver and late model.
What's his name?
Racer. Caden Honeycutt, I think, with 2 T's. But he wheeled that thing all the way. He wheeled that thing all the way to 11th before getting shuffled back in pit cycle, and then getting turned.
That
truck that they brought, the G2G team brought, that was the fastest under budget truck I've ever seen in person.
Yeah,
I noticed that they got that high.
Yeah,
he was
Honeycutt could wind up being
climbing through the field up until the end of stage 1, where he was 11th, I think. And he was racing Kyle Busch on speed.
Wow, he could wind up being a
for that final stage point.
Because Tiff wound up, getting in a junk truck, and he wound up landing a ride with KBM after a great showing in a crap truck. So
yeah, with Jay's team, I think it was
Zero truck. Yeah. So by the way, this is going to sound awful of me, but I forgot who won truck race.
William Byron.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, William.
And I'm still not exactly sure how he ended up in the lead. I think it was pit cycling. But the second he took the lead, he led every lap, I think.
Yeah, Landon and I were talking about this. Landon was so conflicted because he loves Spire, but for some reason he hates Byron. Well, I'm indifferent on Byron, to be honest. I could care either.
I think I'm going to get the diecast if they make it.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping Bowman would win at COTA with that scheme so I could have it, but
no. Alex Bowman had a different plan for COTA.
Shut up! You seem to forget who has. You seem to forget who has control of the mute buttons here. So we had with a wild truck race and an even wilder
oh my god, that Xfinity race was amazing.
Oh my god, we could do an hour on that Xfinity race alone.
That was the best Xfinity. That was the best race at Martinsville I have ever seen.
I think 2015 Martinsville is still better, but
I will disagree on the basis that one guy led this whole race as well and also didn't win it. But the 2015 race was great, but it didn't have that. I think the fact that this one was at night is going to be what pushes it over for me.
Yeah,
it's a whole different beast. Martinsville racing is great until it's 37 degrees.
Yeah,
and all I had was I was wearing at the Xfinity race. I was wearing my Tommy Joe Martin's pit crew shirt over my hoodie and a t-shirt, and I was still freezing cold. I should have brought my winter jacket. It was that cold.
Yeah, I can't imagine how Mike and the other Jonathan had managed sitting through 400 laps in the dark. But we'll touch on that a little bit later. So, Xfinity at Martinsville. Xfinity at Martinsville. Brandon Jones. Okay, this race had a little bit of everything. Multiple cautions. We had a race that looked like something straight out of Bowman Gray. We had Noah Gregson get turned by his teammate and start a parking lot going into turn 1. We then had Sam Mayer root Ty Gibbs out of the way for second, not the win, but for second, and then they fought after the race. So, gentlemen, that Xfinity race, the only thing I can say is take it wherever you want to take it.
I think we're all thinking the same thing.
Which is Landon Castle P2, yes, sir.
Well, I mean, I wasn't going to bring up Landon Castle P2, but since you mention it, let's go! We got second! But
You should have seen me. I was fucking fist bumping and jumping up and down. I wanted him to get that win so bad.
I was gonna be so. I mean, I'm a lifelong fan. He is my favorite driver of all time. No, Jeff Gordon. Who's Jeff Gordon? No, Landon Castle. But I was sitting there. I was gonna be happy with fourth because that's where I thought we were gonna finish.
Well, he had about an 8th place car all day.
No, he had a top 5 car all day.
I don't know.
He got buried by strategy, but he drove his way back through the field.
Don't mind me jumping in real quick. Me and John listened to that finish on the radio. Listened to the entire race on the radio going down to Martinsville, and we were losing our shit when the finish happened, to the point where we were just going crazy. And then with the restart, first restart, parking lot, we didn't know what the hell happened, so I pulled up Twitter and saw it.
Wow. Yeah, because Mike oh man, I wish Phil would have been there for the race, but y'all were driving down. Conrad was seen in person. Oh, and Conrad, were you sitting in turn 1 for the Xfinity race as well?
Yes, he was.
You had a front row view for everything.
I was
You lucky bastard.
on the front stretch straightaway for the Xfinity race because I wanted to see the whole track.
Okay.
For the past Martinsville races I've done, I've usually sat in turn 1 because I like how you can see them slamming on the brakes, heading down into the turns. And that's also where most of the crashes seem to happen, so you get it like right in front of you. So I watched most of the race. I don't think I was in turn 1 at all for the Xfinity race.
I just heard you said that the only restart you didn't film was the one where Noah Gragson nosed into the wall right in front of you.
Yes. And it was literally, he was 90 degrees straight in front of me. If you look on TV, you can see the smear of my pit shirt because it's a pretty distinctive color. Here, I got it somewhere here.
But yeah, that was wild. I love the
note stealth. Look for Conrail on the replay.
No, I didn't hang it back up. I don't know where the hell it went.
Beyond Landon running second that day, the thing I thought we were all thinking is Mr. Ty Gibbs. You a little bitch for not taking your helmet off before you go.
I will say this.
So this is what I was wearing. This is what I was wearing. You can see a smear of this color right in front of where he crashed.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that. So if you look on there, where the 2 cones for the brake marker is, because there's a 3, there's a 2, and there's a 1. I was standing right in front of the 2 cone markers. He was right there in front of me. I'm just I mean, it was fucking great. And of course, it was the only restart I didn't film of the night.
I don't think Conrail heard the spicy take that Jordan fired off a few seconds ago.
It's not a hot take.
For Ty Gibbs? Actually.
Yes.
So during driver intros, everyone booed him. It was the funniest shit I have ever seen.
Yep.
That's great.
Everyone in the house was booing that man.
I will say this.
I don't see why they were booing him necessarily, but you know.
Well, after the race, you saw.
There's always someone who got a boo.
Yeah, he earned the right to be disrespected by everyone in the garage area.
I don't even see what caused it. Honestly, I don't.
So coming
through
turn 4 coming to the checkered flag, Ty was kind of outside at the left rear or the right rear quarter panel of the 19, and Sam Mayer just drove it in, trying to get the $100,000 for the dash for cash.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's why he knocked him out of the way and just rooted into the wall. Mayer wound up 5th, and Gibbs wound up 8th.
Landon's got the dash for cash for Talladega.
It is Brandon Jones, Landon Castle, AJ Allmendinger, and Austin Hill.
Ooh,
I'm thinking Landon gets that 100K.
So am I.
I think Austin Hill gets that 100K.
Same.
You are wrong.
I think it's Austin Hill, but we'll see.
You are wrong.
Landon Castle can wind up upside down. You don't know.
Everyone can wind up upside down.
Will.
Just hope it's not Myatt Snyder again.
Yeah, this time it'll be the front stretch fence.
If it's Ty Gibbs,
oh God, y'all are. we're gonna manifest someone going into the grandstands at
I'm
this
waiting
rate.
for it. I don't want to see it, but it's bound to happen someday.
Okay, that's gonna hit the editing block. Anyway, but yeah, I will say this about the Gibbs Mayer fiasco. I will say this: Ty got off a pretty good punch on Mayer.
Well, yeah, of course you're gonna get off a good punch, and it's gonna look great when the guy can't
Yeah, and
hit
he
back
fucking
because you're wearing a brick on your head.
True. And here's the thing about Ty Gibbs. We're literally going to be stuck with him for like the next 17 years.
Grandpa's money is going to take him
And
anywhere he needs to go.
Yeah, he's going to look. He's going to look
got the
real
talent
good.
to back it up.
Do it.
He's got the talent to back it up, but God almighty.
Yeah.
He's a lot
And
better
also
driver
remember-
than Howie DiSalvino, I tell you that.
What'd you
And
say,
also
Mike?
remember, Gibbs.
Fuck Howie DiSalvino. I should have seen Tommy in person, and not fucking Howie DiSalvino.
Mike, go.
And also remember, Gibbs pushed an official, so he may be suspended for Dega.
No, he's gonna get fined. I'm pretty sure.
He'll be all right.
No, that's a one-race suspension.
I think it's
Well, if it
would've came down,
He's
you would've heard about it by now.
There's really nothing they can do about it.
Actually,
I-
no.
well,
You
and
don't hear
also
about those
can
suspensions
never-
until Tuesday.
I never tend to lean towards the NASCAR skews the penalties based on the driver argument. I think it's bullshit. I think it's a one-race suspension if Sam Mayer shoves the official.
Yeah, well, it's
Didn't
Dale
Regan
Jr.'s.
Smith
It's
shove an
one of Dale
official in that
Jr.'s
Watkins
drivers.
fight a couple years back?
Oh,
But,
speaking
I
of,
think that Ty Gibbs is the golden boy. I hate using that term, but I don't see any penalties coming in the way of the 54 driver.
he doesn't have an Earnhardt
golden
behind
boy.
his name. He's not the golden boy.
Yeah, he does have a Gibbs behind his name, and he's the most relevant driver in Xfinity.
Yeah,
though.
but that's not powerful as Earnhardt, though. Oh, speaking of Earnhardt,
Well, there's
Dale
also
Jr.
no relevant Earnhardt anymore.
Yeah, there still is.
God, the Dale
okay.
Earnhart Jr. effect is
When-
real.
when
I have
Jeffrey
never
starts
seen an
putting up
Xfinity
numbers,
race
we'll
with so many
talk.
people at it.
Here's the thing. What Dale Jr. says moves the lines in Vegas. That's the truth. That is the truth. What Jr. says about a driver moves the Vegas lines.
Well, I hope Dale said that
No.
the 54 should be penalized.
Well, we'll see. Did he really say that?
I hope so. I don't know. Dale was having
No, probably not.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. delivered the damn near best interview I've ever seen on pit road after the race when he was
Oh, I
talking
didn't.
about Talkers. Oh my God!
Wait,
Dale was
I didn't
having
see
a
this.
rough night.
So Bob
Yeah,
was, they were
Jr.
just talking. Dale just did
definitely showed up.
Dale gave the typical like car was tight. It was tough to drive. Had fun out there. Everything like that.
Yeah.
But then Bob asked him a question. What happened between he and Josh Berry? Because Berry got into Earnhardt, causing Dale to spin. And then, so Bob asked that, and then Dale was just like, Josh drove across my right front. Nobody's telling me what actually happened, Bob. Can you tell me what happened? You won't lie to me, will you?
funny.
And then Bob said that personally, if he were Josh Berry driving full time, he would hope that a driver that races once a season would give him a little bit more room. And Dale said, he gets all year to race. I only got one race to make it happen.
Yeah,
God,
Josh
God,
Berry's-
Dale was having a rough night.
Yeah, Dale
We would not have
definitely
finished
showed up.
11th
That was
if
it.
wasn't for that big crash.
He ran like second or third at one point, wound up 11th. Jeremy Clements kept him out of the top 10, which I think he manifested beforehand. He was talking about how he's always wanted to race him and beat him. And Clements went out there and got it, and then they had a beer on pit road afterwards. I love Dale. He's such a
Oh, really?
Dale just
I
gets
love that.
Dale had beers on pit road with about half the field.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
half the field. It was cool.
Yeah.
It's oh my gosh. I
They had
love
to
that so much.
wheelbarrow him out of the racetrack, probably how many he had.
God damn.
He was taking care of the memory that the concussions didn't snatch from him. That's
Yeah,
probably
that's an accident
gonna
right
hit the
ahead.
editing block too.
Speaking of the editing block,
What'd you say, Mike?
Unrelated to any of this, there's an accident literally right ahead of me.
Is it as big as the one on Friday night?
No, it's worse than Friday night. It's worse than anything
God.
that happened Saturday.
I tell you
Oh,
what, I
God.
have never seen a
Perfect.
track blocker crash like that one. That
He's
was
yeah, the
nuts.
wreck he's
Jesus.
seeing, the wreck he's seeing right now looks like the 05 Aaron's 499 big one.
it's like the 2020 Daytona 500 checkered flag run.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
God,
Michael
don't
McDowell.
listen to that. So,
Speaking of which,
so we'll go
Somebody-
from.
yes,
Oh,
sir.
Mike just jumped out of here. So we'll turn our attention now to the Cup race.
This is gonna be
The
quick.
Cup,
it
yeah,
happened.
the Cup
Fine.
car. There definitely was a race on Saturday night.
I
The
can't
Cup
believe you
cars
drove
were
all the way from
definitely
Maryland to
there.
watch that
William
shit
Byron, William Byron and Chase Elliott were there, and that's about all you need to know, because we had our first dud race with the Gen 7 car. We had the first dud race with the Gen 7. It was basically Hendrick's show. Chase Elliott and William Byron was the dominant factors. I think they led all but like maybe 20 of the 400 laps that was run. And so the Cup race is pretty well slim pickings, but take it wherever you want to take it. I want to know first of all, how did y'all like it with it being just 400 laps instead of 500? Mike, go first. You were there.
I'm going to say this, unrelevant to anything. It was cold. It snowed pre-race. It snowed
I
during
believe
the
it.
pre-race.
Yeah, we
snowing
Like, it was like,
we got some flurries.
It snowed mid-race in Vegas.
Yeah, that's true.
right, I mean, but like, there was a 15% chance of rain going into the night, and we got all that 15% chance, then it turned into sleet, then it turned into flurries, then back into sleet. Like, we had grapple there, and then my dumbass bought tickets for the front row, front stretch, so that was an issue.
Oh gosh.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, it is
gosh.
a NASCAR race. There's nothing preventing you from going somewhere else on the track and sitting there.
No, not at all.
I have never ever sat at the spot that I bought a ticket for.
I'll remember that. I'll remember that for next year when John and I go back.
You're
Now,
gonna remember
because
that
I
when we go
renewed
to
it.
Nashville in a couple
Truck and
months.
Xfinity were general admission, so I could sit anywhere I wanted.
Speaking of remembering the Cup race, Landon
What, Landon?
Rock,
That Landon.
how'd you like the Cup race?
Oh man, it was a race of such epic race proportions that the only way it could be described is as a race, and I don't remember half of it.
He was drunk for
I was
the
even
entire
there.
race.
He might have done.
Yeah, funny thing is, yeah, same here. I don't remember anything. I was freezing my ass off, just getting. Also had like 2 chunks of rubber hit me in the face all night.
Oh, there
One of
you
them
go.
got me in the eye.
Oh, that's. Oh, so
One got me in the eye, but I kept the chunk. So when I get home, I'll show you guys. So that's like about 30
There you
minutes from now.
all right. So we had Thursday, Friday, Saturday races at Martinsville. The Sunday slot was filled with IndyCar at Long Beach, running through the streets of Long Beach. And what I want to start with first of all, and then after that, we'll just take it wherever we want to take it. Simon Pagenaud lining up on top of the fountain at Long Beach.
Well, no, he ended up on the flowers just outside of the fountain.
On the flowers.
He ain't going swimming.
One of these years that someone's gonna end up in the fountain.
Oh yeah,
Wait for
someone's
that
gonna
year
take a
to happen.
swim in that damn fountain.
I'm gonna take a nice swim.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
But here's something I don't understand. Like, because John and I were at King's Meeting, we call it the end of the race. Marcus Ericsson being stalled right out of turn 5, and then NBC shows it, and him just standing there.
Yeah, he's just standing there. That's so sad. He was just like, my car don't run.
Right. And also, I was the only one that stayed up for the entire Australian Grand Prix. If you guys want me to run that down,
Euro trash.
Go for it. We don't talk enough
there
of
was
that
0
fun.
passes for the lead, so it was about as good as the Cup race.
Pretty much.
Then again, 0 passes for the lead is every single Formula One race. So
Correct.
Yeah.
Pretty much in a nutshell. So lights out, away we go. And then Carlos Sainz spun out into the gravel pit early. Verstappen went out, and then Vettel also went out. And then I'm glad for George Russell to get the podium for Mercedes, because I know Hamilton's not going to be that much longer in his career. So
isn't he like 20?
If I think Hamilton's probably coming to IndyCar.
Oh God.
He's going to look real good in a Penske IndyCar in 2 years.
No, keep him out of that Penske IndyCar. No, we don't want him. Probably put him over at McLaren in IndyCar if that's the case. But other than that, back to the IndyCar stuff. So, take it away. I mean, I just broke down most of the F1 race in a nutshell.
James hurt his hand.
So and we had Jimmy get injured as well.
That's about all I know
Jimmy
about it.
is, anyways. Yeah, so about the IndyCar race in Long Beach. Take it wherever y'all want to take
Colton
it.
Herta once again had a dominating car and ended up how do I say this diplomatically? Losing the race. He did not win it. He overdrove one of the corners trying to gain time on fresh tires and stuffed it in the wall. And it's about the third race in a row of third race. There's only been 3 races this season. Every race this season, he's had something gone wrong. This time it was his fault. But the other times it was the crew and then the car. But yeah, he's been fast, but he keeps having issues.
A crew.
Yeah, Herta sounds like
unheard of.
Herta sounds like a certain top driver I know. Look at Landon's face.
Hey, Blaney has never once overdriven it or done anything to his fault. At least not this year so far.
Now that you say that, he's going to do it at Dirt Bristol.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
That way he's going to block himself into the hospital.
He got to block himself into the God Almighty. So, oh boy. So, speaking of Dirt Bristol, that is coming up this weekend. So, we have both the trucks and the cup cars at Dirt Bristol this week. And before we get into the predictions, let's go around the room here because we've all seen the test that Stuart Friesen did of the next gen on the dirt. And if it plays out like the test looks, the dirt race at Bristol this year is going to be a lot better than the one last year. Yeah. So,
I mean, that's not
gentlemen,
exactly saying much.
Those of you who have seen the test, how do you think the race is going to play out?
I think that the early laps are going to be great. About the first third of the race is going to be good, and then that track's going to start tearing up again. Even though they've constructed it differently, they've run the entirety of the IMCA Bristol Dirt Week.
Yeah, they've run that Speed Weeks.
They're going to have the truck race and they're going to have the Cup Series race. I think that the track is going to start getting torn up here like it did last year, and they're going to be struggling come the end of the race.
Now,
I still don't think passing is going to be a thing in this race. But
now I got to ask this: did the track tearing up? Was that a thing during all of that, Jordan?
During all of what? The IMCA stuff?
The IMCA and the World of Outlaws. Was the track tearing up an issue there?
I didn't see it. I didn't see any of it, but I just know that it was out there. The track didn't really start tearing itself up till the stock cars got on it last year, though.
Well, it didn't help that it monsooned the day before, and they raced.
Yeah, that's true.
One day. It really wasn't meant to do that.
I think
the original plan last year was for them to do the truck race and then repair it the day after.
Yes. Yeah, but we saw that one.
But I think that it will be better, but I still don't think that it will be great.
Yeah, I'm very much afraid that the track is gonna tear up again. Because I mean, the race last year wasn't like, the best race I've ever seen, but before the track started tearing up, I was kind of enjoying it. There was some passing. Daniel Suarez was killing it out front. That was cool.
Yes.
And I kind of thought it was cool. It was working. Other than the dust, obviously. But that's the biggest thing I'm worried about with this year. I do think passing will happen. They have the progressive banking this year, so that should create the cushion or whatever. So you should be able to have multiple grooves. Should be able to have slide around the bottom or go around the top, get a runoff. So I don't know. I think it's going to be good. I'm excited for it, and I like the next gen. It's been good so far.
I hope so. The thing that I saw from the test that really gave me hope, Stewie was whipping that thing. That thing was sideways. He had the rear end out. He was hauling the mail through the corners. He wasn't driving in a straight line like they were last year.
Yep.
And it looks like this car might be a little bit. The car and the track appear to be better. So hopefully, we can only hope that they'll be able to actually do something. Plus, hopefully, the cars won't just shear themselves apart. I believe if this year, the wreck that happened last year with Bell and Larson, should that happen again this year, I think all cars continue.
My big fear is that it turns out, because my fear is that it has the same issues that plague Martinsville, because everybody at Martinsville, was complaining about the shifting and everything like that. And it was just, I'm worried that maybe some of that carries over. I don't know exactly how it would do that, but
the reason I don't think that will happen is because at Martinsville, you want the rear tires hooked up and you want them gripping the corner at all times. At Bristol, they're going to be spinning the rears. They're going to be kicking them out sideways. That's true. And I don't think that they'll be shifting at Bristol.
Okay.
I think they'll stick it in second or third and leave it there.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier. I'm like, what gear are they going to use? They're not going to use a different transmission for this because they can't. Because 5 gears, you can't really use 5 gears on a dirt track.
No.
Unless it's the freaking salt flats of Nevada or something like that. I am interested to see how the car races, because the track, the one dirt race the Cup cars will go on will be like nothing that it has ever been tested on. They developed this at some little small dirt track out west in the south with no banking. It's going to be interesting to see how that, because I'm assuming, well, the idea with the next gen was to design it so that there's one car for every track type, right? That it's universal. I'm interested to see how the dirt that they've tested it on will compare to how it will race on Bristol dirt, because Bristol dirt is so much taller than that little track that they had Dale Jr. going around on.
I actually know where they tested the next gen at, because it's
I don't remember the name.
It's my home dirt track. It's with Raceway in Rural Retreat. I think me and Landon's actually seen it. Conrad, I've told you about it, and I think
we did.
Mike
it's in Virginia.
Yeah.
Yep, it's in, like I say, it's Rural Retreat. It's just an hour and change away from where I am. So, speaking of dirt, we will now turn our attention toward predictions. So, as I said, we've got the trucks and the Cup cars at Bristol this weekend on the dirt. And a bit surprising note, no dirt ringers really at all.
I think Friesen is scheduled to be in the 77 again.
I hope so.
No. He's not. He can't do it because he tested the next gen car. He'd have the leg up. Didn't NASCAR make that rule?
I don't know.
Interestingly enough, though,
I don't know. I
though,
believe it's different if NASCAR chooses you to test it instead of the team testing.
Though I will say this, Brandt is on the 77. Brandt is on the 77, so it could be Allgaier.
Well, if Brandt's on it, then it's not going to be it's not going to be Stewart because Stewart will be sponsored by Halmar Industries.
Yep.
Yep.
So
it's probably going to be Justin.
Yep. We'll start with
a dirt racer that did the truck race with Brant on there.
Max Johnson. He's from Australia, but he did it. He raced at Eldora like 5 years ago, but not since. So we'll start with the trucks, and we'll start with Landon on the trucks, and we'll go clockwise with predictions.
I don't know who all is in it, but I'm looking at a truck on my other monitor here, so I'm just going to go with it. Parker Kligerman.
Ooh, Parker
nice
for the backyard upset. Henderson Motorsports there in Abingdon. I would love to see Parker jump up there and pull off the upset for the 75 team. That would be a good thing to see happen. So, Jordan, who do you have for the trucks at Bristol?
This shouldn't even be a question.
He left me the option. How foolish could he be? Stuart Friesen will win the race.
Yeah, I knew someone was going to say it. I knew someone was going to say it. And
Stuart Friesen will find the success he deserves.
Landon get his pick, and then he vanished. So, oh no, there he is. So we've got Kligerman, we've got Friesen, Conrail. What say you about trucks at Bristol?
Let me check the entry list really quickly. I feel like it's going to be a Nice Motorsports truck. Because if I'm remembering correctly from that shit show at Knoxville, I feel like one of the Nice trucks was up there most of the night.
Oh, I forgot. There's the what's his name? The Nice has one of the guys that won like one of the big.
I know who you're talking about, but I can't think.
You're
of his
right.
name.
That's if they did the win in your in thing. The win.
Yep. I forgot about that. I don't know who it is, but
I did too. But that's who I'm.
I know who y'all.
Which truck are they in?
Okay.
Are they entering
I don't think he's on the entry list.
No.
Oh wait. Oh, he might be for Knoxville. I don't think he's for Bristol Dirt.
Yeah, he's for Knoxville, not
He's
Bristol.
for Knoxville,
That's
which
right.
I'm planning on attending.
All right, Connor. Really, you got to pick again.
One of the Nice guys. Hold on. Fuck it. Ross Chastain. I think he's racing.
No, Ross ain't in this, is he?
Yeah, Ross probably won't be.
Is he not? Well, JC's site is a mess. I can't find the Bristol truck race.
Just say Hocevar and go with that.
Fuck
He was good at Knoxville.
Joey Logano.
Oh, Logano.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, he'll dig slap the field.
Damn.
In that cursed purple truck.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. What say you in regards to Bristol picks for dirt, for the truck dirt race at Bristol?
I may be wearing a team related to this truck, sponsored to the truck. Matt Crafton.
I know what he's going to say. Ooh, Crafton's gotten pretty good on the.
He has a dirt win.
Yep.
That he does.
So this pick is going to stir controversy, but even though he became a total ass at the end of the Knoxville race last year,
who didn't know?
I'm gonna say, look at Jordan's face.
How bloody dare you?
I know.
Derek Cross.
Why? Why?
Let's go.
Hey
man, I'm just
right there.
You had some in the first place.
Great point, Conrad.
Okay.
Great point.
What's the host night? I see how.
Oh my God, Lamy's is dead.
Landon, Landon is
foolish
actually
pick.
dead.
That is such a foolish pick. I cannot.
I mean, hey, he is a bulldog,
Look,
so you never.
Jordan.
No.
Jordan. It's not Jordan. It's not your mistake to make.
You're right.
Not your
I'll be
mistake to
celebrating
make.
victory lane, and you can enjoy your 31st place finish.
Oh, look what I got.
before
I forgot to mention that earlier.
That Jordan diecast. Landon's gonna want that.
He probably already has 6 of them.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking
he's
of
carved
Landon,
out
I
the
think he might have
1.4
actually died. I think Landon actually died.
I think his internet did.
Yep.
Oh my god.
So we'll go from, and there he went. So we'll go from the trucks and we'll pivot now to the Cup Series. So
Are we not?
no
Oh,
ringers in the Cup race, which is a bit surprising. But at any rate, Jordan, we'll start with you. Well, we'll start with you. Since Landon's internet hauled off and died.
Well, we already know that he's going to pick Ryan Blaney, so there's no.
I don't think he will. I don't think he will.
Well,
Oh, come on. He picks him every week.
He hasn't actually. He's only picked him once, I think.
Once too many.
Damn, roast him while you're at it. So, Jordan, we'll start with you, and we'll go clockwise again.
This is weird. The Bristol dirt race is weird because we've only got one to look at historically.
Yeah, that's true.
And it was like somebody pushed a randomizer button because you had Logano winning it and then Stenhouse ran second.
Did he? I don't even remember that.
Yeah, Ricky was trying to send him. He couldn't get there.
Could he ever? I mean, that's the story of the career.
The only reason he didn't reckon was because he won the Super Speedway.
I'm only saying this because I think it's just going to be another one of those races that somebody that you don't think would have won it is going to win it.
Yeah.
Like it's like Logano, I would have never guessed Joey would be good on dirt. But I'm going to take William Byron.
Oh, so you're going with Byron right momentum to a win on the dirt high banks. So we've got Byron down. Excuse me. We've got Byron down for Jordan. If my throat will cooperate with me. So Conrail, what say you for Dirt Bristol?
All right, it's going to be a little bit of a stupid pick, but he has been one of, if not the most consistent drivers with the next gen, and he seems to have figured it out a lot better than a lot of others have. I hope he's driving the lingerie car again because that was funny as shit. But I'm picking Eric Almirola.
Eric Almirola.
That'd be cool. If you get the Eric somehow
outside the box pick. Mike, what say you?
He seems to have been one of the most, if not the most, consistent drivers with the next gen so far.
Oh,
except
I
maybe
may have
Chase
dropped over $100 on it. I may have dropped over $100 on his gear this weekend at Martinsville, but I gotta go with my boy.
Austin Cindric.
That would certainly be something because that's probably one
disturbing.
of the first times he's ever touched dirt.
Be disturbing.
Touch grass.
Oh boy. So Landon, we already know who you're gonna pick, but say it anyway.
I have no
do
idea.
you?
I have
I don't
no
think
idea.
you do.
They think you're gonna pick Blaney.
No, I'm not. And
Yes,
I'm honestly very surprised. Two names haven't been said yet. And
Kyle Larson,
the one
Christopher Bell.
Yeah, I'm going with Christopher Bell. He seems like he's got the next gen figured out a little bit more than Larson.
Okay.
And he is
Briscoe,
killer on dirt.
Okay.
Briscoe's good.
Landon said
I'm going with Bell.
Landon said his pick, and he also said my pick as well. Kyle Larson. Let's go.
I was going to say, that was crazy that those were not picked.
I'm surprised nobody picked Briscoe.
They're so good on dirt that they aren't like. I think that this bit them last year. They ran well last year, but they like everyone's like, oh, they're gonna slap the field, and they did.
What bit them last year was they wrecked each other.
Yeah, they wrecked each other. But like, I don't think either one of them ever even led the race. Granted, they wrecked out early, but I feel like they're just gonna be. They're too good on dirt to be good on dirt in a stock car. That's the way I see it.
I don't know. I think this car's going to be a little different.
I think it will be as
we
well.
saw how
the
good
Gen 7 is heavier than the Gen 6, right?
I hope that no, it's much lighter.
So.
Lighter.
Yeah,
Lighter. Okay.
It might drive. It might drive.
I believe it's about 200 pounds lighter.
The 21 blew away at 9 miles an hour down the backstretch.
That's true.
I think took off. I think like a
yeah, I could see them being good then if it's lighter. it might drive more like a late model like they're used to.
Yeah, that and Larson and Bell and Briscoe, they have the most experience with just hauling heavy race equipment around dirt. So we'll see. We'll see. So
did just want to do a little update. Justin Allgaier is confirmed running the 77 for this weekend.
All right.
His scheme just got released, and holy shit.
Is it bad?
Share your screen. Share your screen.
Oh, it's good.
Send that to the
I
chat.
can't.
Share your screen.
But here, I'll put it in the private chat.
No, you can share your screen if you want.
I
Blamey's
can't.
internet is not good enough to share his
Oh,
screen.
okay. Yes, his
That
internet's
looks
about
like
the
something
same
you
shape.
can see in NASCAR Heat 5.
I love that. That looks good.
It looks
the
like
corn.
a template screen where you just change the
Got the
colors
corn
around.
number.
How did NASCAR approve that? I thought
So
you had
after
designs and numbers.
Landon, you should put that in the server because I can't open that
so
on my phone.
Yeah, I got you.
After we wrap up
I'm about.
off
All right.
in the comments. So we've got our picks in for Dirt Bristol, and I hope that for one it doesn't rain, and for two the track holds up, so we have a really great race. So
we should be good.
This was a great show.
It's going to be 46 degrees, but
All right. Oh, that's not good. That's not well. Instead of rain last year, the man had to deal with ice on the dirt this year.
Frozen mud.
Put studded tires on them and go around it.
That's what they do.
So
They're not
this
studded.
was a
I just
fun
pulled up. I finally
episode.
just got home, so
The tires that they're running are
All right.
aggressive.
Yeah. So Mike and Conrail, it was a treat to have both of you on the show this week. Always good to have new faces on the show. Jordan, it's good to have you back on here, and hope you can join us more often. Landon, again, thank you for being the esteemed co-host. And yes, there you see Landon repping his own shirt. Tell us a little bit about that, by the way, before we go.
Oh, yes. This shirt, it's got a little special little gradient on it with my logo. These are the colors that I could find that most matched like the autism usual colors. So I'm running a special thing on my Captain Design store this month. All these shirts that are sold, I'll be making a donation to the Autism Society of Central Virginia because it is Autism Awareness Month. So I will put a comment once this goes up with a link to it, and check it out. Thank you.
Mine's on.
Also,
I was just
before
about
we go,
go for it, Mike.
Before we go, here's the chunk of rubber that got me in the eye at Martin.
There you go. So we've got shirts, we've got fights, we've got chunks of rubber hitting people in the face. What more could you ask?
Gibbs is a pussy.
Oh boy. So thank you one and all for coming out and showing your love and support. And until next week, take care, much love, God bless, and all the best to all of you.